Show us a sign.
We're hearing some very strange dragging noises.
A night on horseback, a sinister poltergeist and mysterious apparitions await the Most Haunted team as we travel to Essex.
Fielding, and this week I've brought my team to a place haunted by a plethora of ghosts from many different time periods. Welcome to Most Haunted and to Marney Tower.
Built in the first half of Henry VIII's reign, Marney Tower was principally the creation of Henry I, Lord Marney. It has seen many notable house guests, including Queen Elizabeth I, who stayed for 2 days in 1579. The house has passed through many different families over the last 5 centuries, including that of Quentin Dick, a successful trader and MP who had the building repaired after the Great Earthquake of 1884. The tower is said to be rife with spiritual activity, with one room plagued by the slamming of doors. But upon investigation, its only door appears to be rusted shut.
These exquisite grounds and glorious buildings are a must-see when visiting the Colchester area. But it's the often-seen phantoms that have brought us here. A Victorian lady wanders the grounds as though looking for something. A particularly persistent poltergeist is active in the East Wing, and dark figures are said to wander in abundance. The quintessential Great British ghost is that of a knight in shining armour riding a stallion. And this place has exactly that, not galloping around the vast grounds surrounding Marney Tower, but down these stairs. The spirits of servants and workers are also seen all around the tower on a regular basis. This ancient barn, which predates the tower, houses many old relics of distant past. But at night, its persona changes from that of interest to that of fear, as dark, shadowy figures of former workers are seen engaging with their daily duties from a long time past.
Are the dark tales that shroud Marney Tower simply that, just stories? But we're here to try and establish fact, and I'm keen to hear what specifics Most Haunted's resident historian Leslie Smith has gathered concerning Marney's shadowy past.
The Marney family have actually been here since 1166. The first Lord Marney had a long and successful career serving 2 great Tudor monarchs. Because of his rise in rank and power and wealth, he decided to build this house, this great tower. But the first Lord Marney died in 1523, taken over by his son John. Unfortunately, John only lasted a couple of years, died quietly. After that, all those years of the Marneys being here had gone away, for there was no succession. The tower suffered most terribly, for in 1884 there was a massive earthquake in this area, and it seems that this tower was at the epicentre of it and was damaged terribly. But rebuilt again with love and affection, for it is such a magnificent sight and utterly unforgettable as one of the great English Tudor buildings. The history of ghosts here has been rather marvellous.
One of the best-known ghost stories, I think, is that which was sort of experienced by Vivian Ray Ellis, who was an Australian authoress. She rented a flat here for 2 or 3 years, and on her very first night, she felt that a pressure on her chest, her bed covers were being sort of twitched, and she slept incredibly badly. And this went on for a night or two, and then she discovered that if she opened the door, or 2 doors in fact, then she slept soundly through the night and there wasn't a problem. And her reckoning, and it makes sense, but it was all to do with presences needing to move from A to B. I think there's something there.
With its history and its legends conjuring up all sorts of paranormal possibilities, what is parapsychologist Dr. Kieran O'Keefe looking out for during tonight's proceedings?
What fascinates you on a paranormal scale about this place?
Well, let's speak generally first of all. Normal accounts, apparitions, some noises, that sort of thing. The great thing about it is each of the accounts have something extra added to them, which makes them a little bit more evidential for me. So it's not just people seeing things, it's the sort of people seeing things, it's the correspondence between some of the accounts, and it's where things are heard or seen. Throughout the building, also in the grounds, people report servants and different classes, even the lords and ladies that would have lived here, from loads of different time periods, but there's no interaction. It's just you're seeing a replay. So the servants are going about their usual activity, the lords and ladies are walking around the garden, walking through the building. So you're getting this stone tape theory, this water tape theory, this video playback of ghosts doing their usual routine. There's one unusual apparition that's, again, a bit evidential because we've got lots of independent witnesses. It's about a lady seen in this area, in the garden area. When people describe the lady, they describe her in Victorian dress. And anybody with a very basic knowledge of history looks at the building, looks at a little bit of the history and thinks it's Tudor. They could describe somebody in Tudor dress, but actually everybody describes a person in Victorian dress, which matches exactly the history of the location.
What are you looking forward to most about investigating this amazing building?
I'd love to see an apparition. I mean, this knight.
Wouldn't we all?
This knight in shining armour on a horse. The added element to that is it's not a mist. It's not just a single figure. It's not something that you could necessarily be confused about. A knight in shining armour on a horse. There's no debate about seeing that. You know, it's especially if you can photograph it or video it. So if we could capture that, that would be the holy grail of ghost hunting. That would be brilliant.
I have a very, very good feeling about this place. I think we're going to get some good stuff.
A vast history, detached apparitions and a fabled poltergeist. Leia Marney Tower demands investigation. Will the Most Haunted team encounter the spirits that so many people believe reside here as we go in search of the paranormal tonight?
We're hearing some very strange dragging noises up here.
There's something coming towards us. Come away.
Ah! The f*** was that?
Welcome back to Most Haunted. You rejoin us in an investigation into Leia Marney Tower in Essex, a location reputed to be rife with paranormal activity. As we begin our daylit walk around in the tower's first floor hallway, I'm hoping that medium Patrick Matthews, under the ever sceptical eye of Dr. Kieran O'Keefe, will connect to the alleged spirits that haunt here.
OK, so we've come up to the top of part of the building. And as you were going up the staircase, were you sensing anything?
Well, it's really neat because it seems like, again, first time here and all, and with something this old, a lot of times things are replaced. And I'm getting a sense about the staircase and the rafters and all, and a lot of it is actually original. It's like a root, just like when you think of a tree, how old the tree is, and then the roots. You can misplace the leaves or change this and that, but the roots will still remain the same. And that's what this house is. It has good roots, let's say.
Oh, that's good.
And the interesting thing is...
Oh.
Hold on a second, I can hear movement down
Yeah,
here.
I can hear that.
Is there anybody there? Let me just...
I heard that.
I'm just going to go down.
You hear it?
I'm not going to go down all the way because I'm unfit. There's movement behind us as well.
There's movement behind you.
Is there anybody there? Nothing there apart from space.
Really? Good.
And you know what's interesting? Let's see, maybe we can hear it again, because, again, you're thinking of steps, you're thinking of people walking up and down. I know this is going to sound crazy.
Should we walk in? Yeah.
There'd be no reason for a horse to be heard, but I was hearing like a horse hoofs.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
Okay.
I know that's crazy, but...
Okay, should we move forward?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. This is an amazing room. I love the colour. And it's very unusual to come into these sort of old places, isn't it? And they've got these sort of lovely light,
Yes.
warm colours, you know, it's great.
It's very welcoming.
Yeah, it is. So, you know, a lovely big hall or whatever, you get a sense of what would have gone on in here?
You know what? I don't know how old this is yet, because all of a sudden, again, you're seeing a nice room, you think of something a little bit more casual, or during that time, but it's almost to the effect I have to go to something more military. What I'm feeling is almost toward like if there was a battle here. Okay.
In the grounds.
On the grounds.
Okay.
Exactly, on the grounds. But I'm being pulled that way, so maybe it was right, like toward that way, because that's what I'm being pulled, but I'm getting such a negative feeling about it, like more than one life that was lost. I'm seeing like military people assembled in this room.
Okay.
And so, because I just heard something about having to be high up or high to see what was going on in the surrounding area.
Okay, all right. And
So that's the first level, or what I'm feeling as far as the history of this.
Is there anything in this room?
And there's a kernel here, I just heard. Let me get more. I hear movement.
I didn't hear that. Yeah.
Very clear.
If you're here, please can you tap? Can you tap? Can you tap for me 3 times? Okay. Okay. Do you wish to talk to us? Tap twice for yes, once for no. Yes. Will you talk to us this evening? Good. How many of you are here in this place? Many. Good. Good. Thank you for that. We shall talk to you later. Thank you.
He's happy to speak.
That's
what
great.
we
Sounds
want.
like there's lots.
Very good.
Okay, brilliant. Should we move on?
Yeah. Let me walk over here. I'm not, like, if I was to do this, all of a sudden I feel like I would be falling down.
So this wasn't here, is what you're saying?
And while I'm saying this, my throat is tightening up. I have a strong feeling there was a gallows here of some sort, or somebody was hung.
And you fell.
Because I feel that right in this area.
Everybody stand still.
Are you here with us now? Yes. Okay. That's pretty strong. Oh, I can feel a real cold. My face has gone really cold, Kieran.
I didn't have a picture of you earlier on, but your nose is definitely...
It's like something. It's like someone's just gone and gone. Right, I felt the breeze right on my nose. Whoever you are, knock twice for yes, once for no if you can. Did somebody just breathe on my face? Wow. Do you know what I think it is? I think we've done it before. It's the drumming, that kind of walking into war. It's you're about to have your head chopped off. It was a ceremonial drumming. Okay, copy me then. trying to.
Trying to.
Yeah, that's amazing. What did I mean?
Can I ask? Can we do it one more time? But can I ask everybody just to take a half a step to the left? So we're standing on different floorboards. That's all. Is that okay?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Please copy me again.
Right on the target.
I'm a little bit confused. Can we just move around ever so slightly? Just ever so slightly. Now we can stop here and then try one more time, and then if it happens again, brilliant.
Okay. Please forgive me. Please, can you copy me again?
It's great. It almost sounds like it's coming from underneath.
I would have thought above. It doesn't sound like underneath to me. Should we bring Leslie in?
Let's bring Leslie in.
Yeah. Leslie?
Here I am.
Okay. Oh, I've just had it again. Sorry, that... Excuse me, and again. Excuse me, sir, are you blowing on... Stand still. Sorry, guys. Excuse me, sir, are you blowing on my face again? I can feel it. It's weird, too. Okay, Leslie, what do you think?
First of all, I'm fascinated by the horse coming up the spiral staircase because that's a well-known ghost associated with this property. It's not the only one that's got a ghost on stairs, believe it or not, that's in fact on stairs on horseback, but it is in this particular case. Interestingly, there are 2 spiral staircases here, and you've picked the right one. So that in itself is fascinating. You talked about a battle that you said was very close by, a couple of hundred yards away. There is a battle recorded here, incredibly, in the 10th century between Vikings and Anglo-Saxons, but it's a bit further away than that. It's just under 10 miles away. Then we're talking about this drumming and the soldiers that are present. Well, there are royal visitors here, so there would be soldiers, but what I'm particularly interested in is the first lord here was the chief, the captain of the bodyguards of the king. That was one of his posts, also known as captain of the yeomen of the guard.
That was a weird noise. That was like just not knocking, but...
The family were very brave and fought very much for this country and loved us.
You hearing this, man? Wow.
And he fought alongside the king in a great campaign and would have led many soldiers. And in fact, I'm going absolutely, but I'm thrilled. I can't tell you how thrilled I am because of this man. I'm absolutely covered in goosebumps. It's extraordinary.
Oh, I am. I'm absolutely freezing.
So this drumming we're hearing is campaign drumming.
It's campaign drumming.
This is when either, it was sometimes also used as execution, but it had a different sound, it rolled. This is calling, getting people worked up. It reflects, in part, a heartbeat. Okay. And so we're hearing properly campaign drumming before we go into war.
Well, I think it's brilliant. Come on then, let's get ready.
With Leslie able to confirm much of the information gleaned by Patrick during our first walk around, and a sense that whatever haunts here is trying to get our attention. It is time for us to brave the tower in the depths of darkness as we switch to night vision.
Can you please make a noise?
We're hearing some very strange dragging noises up here.
Can you talk it?
Chris, there seems to be somebody standing behind you.
I just can hear people moving through me, Chris.
Do you hear that? What's it? Footsteps.
I decide to lead a team consisting of Leslie, Patrick, Kieran and cameraman Chris Burton on an investigation of the Great Hall.
Okay, I'm going to do my thing. If there's anybody here, if there are any spirit people here in this place, please come towards us now. Let us hear you. Did you move your foot then?
No. I moved my foot. Sorry.
Oh, okay. I can hear distant tapping.
Can you?
Yes, I can. I don't know if anybody else can hear it. I can. It sounds like it's coming from up here, sorry.
Is there a door there?
Well, I don't know. Yes, there is. Outside. Okay. But it sounded like it was from around here.
But that was actually part of it's leading to outside, we need to be careful that it's not the door.
Yes.
Right.
It's almost like it's on a different level. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's very quiet, isn't it?
Right there.
You say we can go up, Leslie?
Well, there's a little bit up those stairs, but I noticed a private door just on the left.
Let's go, come on.
So we can explore down there.
Leslie, can we stop for a second? For some reason, I'm looking at the sky, not to do with spirits, but were there reports of UFOs?
It's not something I'm afraid I have any knowledge of. I haven't
It's
heard
something
it.
I have knowledge of. Can you are you just seeing lights?
Here's what I'm saying. I'm seeing people looking at UFOs.
So you can't describe what's being seen?
The actual UFO? No, I'm just seeing lights in the sky.
What sort of period people are you seeing, Patrick?
Modern. That's what I'm saying.
I haven't got it, I'm
Modern.
sorry.
I suggest splitting up. Me and Leslie, why don't we go up to this top bit here, and the rest of you, do you want to go back into the hall and stuff?
Yeah, we can go to the far end, so
Yeah.
we're far away from you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. I'll call out, shall I? Whoa.
What was it?
As we were coming up these stairs, as I got to this post, I heard a or something like that, something in my ear, right here. Can we just reenact it, because it could be an echo from something you said. Yeah, you ready? Ready? So we'll reenact it. Hang on. Right.
So I'm gonna go up now. And
Okay, and we're talking. Go. Right. Okay. Yes. Yeah. No.
So what's the sound anomaly?
No.
Just basically as far away from you as possible.
Right.
We're still going to be able to hear them.
This top floor was where the servants were, because the ceiling we're seeing has been split in two. They've knocked the floor out. So what we're in was refiddled with in 1910, but it's a much earlier building here.
If you were a servant here, can you please make a noise? Come on. Please make a noise. I am too. Do you know what? I'm scared as well.
I know, I think the place is a lovely thing.
I do too.
But I do think it's haunted, but not in a nasty.
No, me neither.
Let's see.
Can you do something in the room for us, please? It'd be great if you could show yourself, perhaps on the stairs or coming up the stairs. We can hear your feet. Did you hear that? Leslie?
I heard a tapping.
Yes.
What was it? Footsteps or just...
Was that you? Toilets. Toilets are flushing up here.
They're locked.
What? Sounded like the toilets are watching.
Is it
The toilets are flushing.
That was a proper flush.
We're going to go upstairs. We're going to go downstairs to find another route.
The toilet's flushed. In here.
It wasn't you right, that was a full flush.
There was a.
So you're hearing a toilet behind here?
Yeah, and it flushed all on its own.
No. I think there's only one way up there, Kieran.
You can't even see a door.
No, I know.
Yeah, all right, that's true.
Yeah, now, but...
I know.
Behind here, Kieran,
Yes.
is a lavatory. It's all locked and the toilet's flushed fully. It's not a urinal, it's a proper flush.
Yeah, we tried to find an alternative route
Oh, really?
downstairs, but that's the only way in.
A urinal makes a trickling. It makes a really quick shh, and then you get a trickling. That was a proper flush, a proper toilet.
There's nobody outside. So it's a full flush we heard. Now I quite like that in a way, because it's like not spooky stuff. So just
No,
to,
it's a
I
little
quite
bit
like
comical
it.
that
Yeah.
it's a toilet flushing at the same time. Let's ask out for it again then.
Yeah, good. Go on, Chris.
Is anyone here?
Repeat that. Repeat what you just did. Make the toilet flush again. Come on, flush the toilet. Show us you're here.
With the vigil descending into fits of giggles, it's time to regroup and widen our search of the tower. What more will we discover as we continue our investigation into Leia Marney Tower?
Yvette, I've just heard laughter.
There's something coming towards us.
Chris, there seems to be somebody standing behind you.
Forward.
Our investigation into Leia Marney Tower in Essex has already proven to be a paranormal hotspot, with audible phenomena seeming to follow us around the building. To give us a greater awareness of our surroundings, we decide to install our security cameras throughout the location. Over the course of the investigation, we are able to monitor areas of Leia Marney which we believe the most likely to offer up paranormal phenomena. And it is through these cameras that we are able to observe Kath, Leslie, Chris and Patrick as they explore the surveyor's room, reputed to be home to a sinister poltergeist.
Oh, I got that's fine, because I'll just shine behind you.
Come on. Come on.
Right.
Do you hold me on?
No.
Right, there's a step here. Step on that.
Cat, okay. Is anyone here?
Yeah.
Clear as well.
Is anyone here?
Yeah.
Is anyone here?
Yeah.
Clear as well.
Listen. Do it again, please. And again.
We have very strong tapping up here.
Someone's moving something.
It's a rumbling.
When we were rigging Yvette's piece to cameras earlier, Stu and I heard exactly the same thing in here, and we just presumed during the day there's workmen in here.
No.
Chris, there seems to be somebody standing behind you.
Oh, what's the matter, Cat?
I just could hear people moving through me and Chris. Did you hear that?
I heard that, yeah, because I swung around for it.
No, there's something coming towards us. Come away. Come away.
Where from where?
There's something away. Watch this, James.
Listen to it. Are we sure that's not horses' hooves?
Okay, Leslie, that's funny.
Sorry to bother you guys,
Because
but
that's
Chris, is there any way you can go to where camera 1 is and check the camera? There seems to be a mist on the bottom right of frame.
Got it.
We're on the way now to camera 1.
There, well done. Yeah, it's that room you're in now.
What the hell's that?
What's that funny noise?
Wait. Keep still. Keep still. Shh. Oh, is that like a rattling? There's a black cat.
It was like a dish or something moving. What? Armour?
Yes, it was a metal type sound. Let's listen.
Is there anybody here?
That's exactly what it was, Leslie. Cat, how are you? Because I'm sensing somebody behind you.
Really?
Yeah, stay still for a second. Let them come to you. Just let them come to you.
Who is it that's around me?
It's funny because as soon as I said that he was by Cat, he walked up. Wait, hold on. Hold on a second. Wait. I'm not crazy. I'm hearing a whistle/bird. So listen for that. Listen. Do you hear it?
It could be a hunting rain.
Oh,
We won't be the same. It's clear.
I'm seeing some strange things on camera 3, which is the room where we heard the banging from earlier, and you were at the top of the stairs area where you'd just come down from.
Yeah, over here.
Yvette did just say she heard a sound, but it seemed like it came from underneath us.
Is there anybody here?
Sorry. It's really loud, isn't it?
That's really odd.
We've heard it all day.
Okay, let's try this. Let's all stay still.
That was
That kind of did kind of copy us.
Guys, it's time to come back now. It's time to come back. Come in now.
The possibility that something paranormal was present in the room while the team investigated was intriguing, and we were eager to experience it for ourselves. It was time for Kieran, Carl, Stuart and myself to investigate, while the others monitored from the hub.
Should we go into this bit, Stewie? Kieran?
Yeah.
I think this would have been used, like a chapel. Stewie. Listen to it thumping and banging as well. Listen to that.
That's a different sound.
Oh my God, listen, it's a heartbeat. If you're here, can you please...
Something was on the stairs and was there.
That is a really freaky noise, that, as you know.
I don't know.
Patrick is asking if Carl can feel anything at all.
We're hearing some very strange dragging noises up here. I don't know if that's a noise that you were hearing earlier on, were you?
I suspect it was. It sounds like a spanner on pipes.
I'm going to go upstairs to the battlement and see if I can hear anything outside. Kieran, do you want to go with me?
Yeah, me and Stewie will stay.
Yeah.
Carl and Kieran going up to the battlement.
There's a spirit person with us now. There's a gentleman here.
Yvette, I've just heard laughter.
I've just heard something else at all.
What?
Right. Behind you. Did any of you guys laugh at all? No, absolutely not.
It's the same sort of sound, isn't it? It's this whole thing, isn't it?
Yeah, they're coming down.
Come on. Can you do something for us, please?
It's me.
Just so we know that you're here. It wasn't them. No, it wasn't them. It was something like something.
We thought they were coming down then.
Right here.
Well, obviously it wasn't them.
No.
That's moving the top of it, which is vibrating the whole. We can't do it from here, but the top of that's moving it. Yeah, it's enough time for it to vibrate now.
Go back downstairs. They're going to be a quick wreck.
Yeah.
Please, can you throw something? Can you walk towards us?
Did you? Yes, I did, definitely.
Who's that? Right, okay.
Flipping heck. My heart has just bloody dropped out my rib cage.
Yeah, we're coming down.
Yeah, but is this the first time you've come down the stairs?
First time, yeah. We've stayed upstairs on the balconies there on the roof the entire time.
Right, oh, well, that answers questions then.
You know the sound that we've been hearing?
Yes.
Did you hear some bangs?
Yes.
Yeah, loads of it.
That was us
Yes.
on the flagpole.
Right, so it's
Oh, so there is one.
Right.
So have you said a creep then?
If you're here, please, let us see your footsteps on the stairs. Let us see you walk towards us. You said that you were going to do something for us this evening. Please, walk towards us now so we can hear you. Tap 3 times for me. Did you hear that? Tap 3 times for me. Did you hear that? Tap 3 times for me. Did you hear that?
Yes, loud and clear.
Really
Yes.
quick, really quick.
Yes.
Bum, bum, bum. Where do you think it's coming from?
That was 2 little bang, bang.
Are you still here? 2 for yes, 1 for no. It's tapping.
Wait a minute, just as you was talking then, 2 for yes, 1 for no. I've just heard a yes, a very faint yes. I can't be 100% sure. It's the guys or something else in this room, but I heard yes.
Anyone who said yes.
Leslie, it's Yvette. Has any of you said the word yes in the last couple of minutes?
Nobody said yes.
Right, well, I definitely heard that.
Right, come on, head back now, guys.
Intriguingly, not all of the strange noises we were hearing could be explained by the discovery of the flagpole above us. The movement on the steps remains unexplained, and we will continue to monitor this area through the security cameras for the remaining hours of the investigation. But what can we expect to find as we continue our search through the night, as we venture into the oldest part of this magnificent location?
Can you talk it?
Something's in here. Whoa!
Welcome back to Most Haunted. Our exploration of Marney Tower is already proving to be one we will not forget in a hurry, with malevolent, audible phenomena seemingly stalking us throughout the building, and convinced we were in the presence of a spirit on the stairs. While we monitor the rest of the location on the security cameras, Carl, eager to reach back into the earliest history of Marney Tower, leads a team of Kath and Stuart into the barn, the oldest construction on the Marney estate and an area reputed to be visited by the ghosts of past workers.
Right, let me just shut the viewfinder just for 2 secs, Carl.
Oh.
Can you talk it?
What is that?
I don't know.
There's a murmuring.
There's people in here, it's not just us.
Something's in here.
If you listen really closely, it sounds like there's people walking about. Can you hear that?
Yeah, it's like footsteps.
I think it's coming around us.
Can you please do something for us? Ah!
What was that?
I don't know. What was it?
I don't know, but whatever it was, Carl,
What?
it must have been that. That hit me right in the back.
It hit you?
It hit me right in the back.
Are you alright?
No, I'm fine. It's just got me right there, right at the bottom of my back. I know.
What's a piece of wood?
I know it's supposed to... Yeah, fine, absolutely fine.
You definitely sure it was that?
Positive.
Well, that weren't there before.
Absolutely positive, 100%.
Okay. If you're here, throw this back to us.
I can hear voices, Carl. Like someone's whispering. Where?
I'm getting spooked.
What's that?
Carl?
Yeah.
I was going to say something then, but did you hear that cough?
Did you cough then?
I didn't cough, no.
I heard that too.
Whoa!
Didn't
Alfie. It's going to be dangerous.
What? Hang on, Carl, you're like... What you...
Can you see it?
Yeah. It's that lump of wood again.
That's a lump of wood, isn't it?
It's a lump of wood.
Hey, it's gone.
It's the same one then. Right, OK, thank you.
If you are here, please show yourself to us.
Dad.
Move something, move one of these objects.
Let's just see in a sec. Oh! I got you on camera there, what's up? Ah! The f was that?
Do you know what? I want to get out of here. What do you
We
reckon?
should go. Do you think we should go? I think we should go.
Yeah.
Should we
Yeah.
go?
Yeah.
This is the way out, I think.
Carl, what what's that in there?
I don't know. Kath's freaking out. We had to look.
I know she is.
Our investigation of Leia Marney Tower continued until the first shafts of sunrise spilled over this magnificent building. With no further phenomena, we decided to call time on the investigation. How would Dr. Kieran O'Keefe make sense of all the physical and auditory phenomena we experienced during our exploration?
It was interesting to hear a piece of information come from the medium. He came up with the sense that people would be standing at the window looking out at UFOs.
I'm seeing people looking at UFOs.
So you can't describe what's being seen?
The actual UFO? No.
To claim to be somebody who communicates with spirit, but picking up on the sense that people are watching something when all they're watching is just a series of lights outside. I'm glad we stopped at UFO sightings.
I'm getting those reports of UFOs where we are.
Might be there. We'll definitely look there.
That's what I'm getting at.
We'll certainly have a look. Thank you.
Cool.
Perhaps what was more significant for me as a parapsychologist is that Carl and myself were able to discover an explanation to an alleged phenomena in the area.
No.
It was almost as though there were footsteps moving up the staircase, and almost as though there was a knocking sound communicating with us, or at least trying to interact with us.
Did you? Yes, I did, definitely.
Carl and I went upstairs onto the battlements to investigate, and we found that the rope that was responsible for pulling up the flag was banging in the wind, or slight breeze, against the flagpole. But because of where the flagpole was, and because it was running through, I think, the upper floor, it gave the impression that the knocking sound was actually coming from the room near where we were. Back downstairs, they're going to be a quivering wreck. Yeah. I remain sceptical about whether we captured anything paranormal. However, Most Haunted's investigation of Leia Marney Tower was fascinating because of the different areas that appeared to provoke kind of slightly different phenomena, and it appeared as though a couple of vigils did get some very interesting activity.
Leia Marney Tower is a location which seems gentle and friendly during the daylight hours, but as we found out, quickly reveals itself to be a haven for negative entities when the night falls. Where next will our quest to uncover the truth about the paranormal lead us? Until next time, sleep tight.
Now, Most Haunted fans, we're getting up close and personal with the UK's premier paranormal power couple. Unmissable viewing. Yvette and Carl Down on One Knee is tomorrow night at 9. And next tonight, could a woman's disappearance be connected to Alison's children? A double bill of Medium begins after the break.